2009 was the centennial celebration of the birth of St. Christopher's Inn, and in honor of that year, we built a meditation garden right on the grounds outside our house. And we have, it's not a brick walk, it's a brick wall. So, in honor, we said, His Eminence Timothy Cardinal Dolan, in gratitude for your support and friendship to serve those in need, May 28th, 2015.
Beautiful. Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Did you see this here? Yeah. Beautiful. Way to go. Thank you. Father, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know if this is the best word to use to describe my sentiments this evening, but I'm going to use it anyway. This evening is intoxicating. Intoxicating in the best possible way. I deeply appreciate the gift. And Father Bill had told me we are going to present you with a stone. Now, it's a picture of the stone, and that such a stone is now there in the meditation garden at St. Christopher's Inn means the world to me. But I have to tell you, when Father Bill told me that they were going to present me with a stone, I found that extraordinarily meaningful, especially for the noble, beautiful, sacred work that goes on at St. Christopher Inn. And what I was reminded of, if you don't mind this for a minute or so, the episode from St. John's Gospel when Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. Remember? Lazarus had been dead for 3 days, and Lazarus was in the tomb. He was dead. And his sisters were weeping. His friends were wailing. There was sadness all over. Someone they loved was dead. And Jesus simply stood in front of that tomb, and remember what he said: roll back the stone. Roll back the stone. And when they did, he says, Lazarus, come out. And Lazarus comes out, standing there, bound, of course, like a mummy. And Jesus says, unbind him. Unbind him. Now, I just ask you for a minute to think of those two mandates from Jesus. Roll back the stone, having just received a stone, and unbind him. Those two things are what St. Christopher's Inn does, everybody. The men that go there were thought to be dead. Dead, dead. Dead to family, dead to friends, dead to themselves, dead to the law, dead to their future. They were buried. They were forgotten. They were left alone. They were mourned over and they were missed, but they were gone. They were dead. And Jesus said at St. Christopher's Inn, roll back the stone. And when they went there, they admitted that they were bound up. They were in shackles. They were enslaved. They were handcuffed. They were under a power that was not their own. And they heard Jesus say, unbind them. Unbind them. That's the miracle. That's the grace of St. Christopher's Inn. You know why I loved it there? Here, and my brother bishop, my brother priest, the sisters here this evening, we sometimes feel strange using a vocabulary of believers, and people don't think what we're talking about. When you're at St. Christopher's Inn, you are with people who use our vocabulary. They talk glibly, they talk constantly, they talk simply, they talk sincerely, using words like mercy and resurrection and grace and mercy and conversion and new life and raising from the dead and salvation. They use it as simply and sincerely as we would talk about the Mets and the Yankees, all right? Because they've experienced it. The stone has been rolled back. They have been unbound. I want to thank St. Christopher's Inn for giving me that experience. I want to thank St. Christopher's Inn for the honor of this evening. I want to thank my brothers, the Graymore Franciscans, in whom I am so proud and to whom I am so grateful. I want to thank the sisters. I want to thank Roger and Elizabeth, who so graciously hosted this evening. I want to thank Greg and Roseanne, who have been our masters of ceremony. And I want to thank all of you for allowing on that hill at St. Christopher's Inn, Jesus to continue to say, roll back that stone, unbound him. Miracles happen there, and they couldn't happen without you. Thank you very much.